So in this video, we are going to build a snack bar component. Snack bars are used to display some notification to the user whenever they take a certain action on your site. So before jumping into building out this component, let me give you a quick demo of what this snack bar will look like. So I'm going to give a short demo here. So after filling this form, so let's say that the user types in their full name after they fill out a form and provides an email. So as soon as a user tries to submit this form, once the user clicks on submit form, then a notification should pop up stating whether the form submission was successful or not. Okay, so after the user fills out the form data and clicks on that submit, you see that there is an error. The snack bar pops up on the bottom right corner. There was an error, please try again later. And you also see that the snack bar vanishes, I think, after 5 seconds. Or maybe a few seconds. So that is the error snack bar. There is also another snack bar called success snack bar. So I think I have that implemented here. Let me just type in some random value to show different variants of snack bar. So let's add in phone number. Let's type in random things there. That is still an error snack bar, but we will also have a success snack bar, and we will have some other variants of snack bar too. Okay, so let's jump into making this snack bar component work. So under packages, under core inside src, just like with the last two videos that we did with the copy component, and also the video before that we did tooltip component, we created context. So we are again going to create a use context in order to make this snack bar work. Okay, is snack bar, create a new folder called snack bar context, and inside this folder create a new file called snackbar context.tsx. and in this snack bar we have a few things that we need to do. So whenever this snack bar is, we will need to handle a few things here. So once the snack bar is shown, we can click on that X in order to hide the snack bar. So that is one functionality. Also, the other one is snack bar should hide itself after a certain time. We also need to manage the state, whether the snack bar is visible or not. Okay, so we'll all do that in context, because these states will be shared across. Come back here, there is this main snack bar, there is a snack bar header that says error, and there is also this snack bar content that says error occurred. Okay, so that's the, we will have 3 components all together on this. So import create context from React, and I'm going to, this is, we did this plenty of times before, so I'm going to copy and paste this, define a TypeScript interface for snack bar context. Is visible is a boolean, takes in true or false. Close snack bar, we're going to call a function in order to actually close the snack bar when the user clicks on this X icon. Okay, and define a snack bar context, set is visible, default is false. Close snack bar will be a function that will be called whenever that X button is clicked. Okay, so that's for the snack bar context. Let's now finally create a snack bar component. So let's come to component. In the components folder, create a new folder called snack bar. Inside this folder, create a new file called snackbar.tsx. And let's import everything that is needed. We're going to import React, and we're going to import styled. We're going to import the with system props and also the snack bar context. Let's define the types for this component. So snack bar props will take children, will take ref as before. It'll also have variant of success, error, or field. So right now all we seen was the error snack bar, but if it is a success, then we will display a success snack bar. And this form is not done yet, okay? This is just for demo purpose. That's why the complete working is not complete. Notched visible is boolean, timeout is a number. The user can supply a timeout of when the snack bar should be hidden from the view. And display position, we have top right, top left, bottom right, and bottom left. That's for the display position, okay? So after that, let's, as always, we'll need to not forward this invalid HTML attributes to the DOM, okay? And let's finally, I'm going to copy everything that I have here and then paste it there. And now let's review what I have here. So we are defining mod snack bar that renders a HTML div element. We are setting the g-index to be 5 because the position is absolute, because the snack bar will be either on top right, top left, bottom right, or bottom left. Width, set all this CSS, okay, depending on how you want it. And then for variance, we are doing just like before for the, because our variants are field, outline, transparent, those are the common ones, but in this case the variant can be success, field, or error, okay? So do for the display position, we apply particular styles. Same thing to top left, bottom right, bottom left. You can always modify this, and of course you would want your styles to be different or somewhat different than mine, but if you want exactly as mine, just copy and paste this, okay? So now let's finally import or write this Snackbar component. So define a Snackbar component, write in all the props, children, variant, notch, timeout, visible, display position props. We are defining a state just like we did this with the tooltip and the copy component. Visible, set visible, youth state. The default is true, but this can be false because we do not want this snack bar popping up, but that's okay. Close snack bar set, it's not visible. Value, let's take those values from the context, is visible, and close snack bar, we are using use effect. If it is visible, then set is visible to true, and then we are setting a timeout just like we did before with the other component in the last videos. Return clear timeout timer, and then we will re-enter every single time the visible or the timeout is timeout value changes, and we are returning if is visible and visible is equals to true, then we display the snack bar component, okay? So let's save this and then default export the snack bar and wrap them with system props and forward ref. So that's for the snack bar. Let's also go ahead and create a snack bar header and snack bar content component, okay? So let's create a new folder called snack bar header. So let's complete this header first. Snack bar header.tsx. For a snack bar header, really simple component, nothing much going on. I'm just going to copy and paste everything that I have here. Let's correct that. YouTube. So for the snack bar header, we have children and we have ref. For the snack bar header, that renders a simple div, very simple component, okay? Snack bar header, we will use that close snack bar from the snack bar context, and then for the button, whenever that button, whenever the user clicks on the close snack bar icon, this X icon on the top here on the header, the snack bar should close, okay? And we wrap everything with the system props and forward ref. That's for the snack bar header. Really simple, okay? And let's create another file called Snackbar Content, or another folder, okay? And inside that folder, I'll create a new file called Snackbar Content.tsx. And for Snackbar Content, again, really simple component, just like the Snackbar header. In Snackbar Content, we have children and ref. Snackbar Content renders a div again with the padding and background, okay? and everything is the same here, okay? Nothing special going on. Where make sure you add in the data test snackbar content so that we can now write the test for all these components. So let's write a test for the snackbar component is snackbar.spec.tsx. I'm going to copy and paste this, okay? These are test cases that are similar to the one that we have already done, so I think it's really unproductive of me to sit here and write all this all over again. And the test for this one is actually pretty long, so that is about 600 lines of code, this one test. So let's go and see. You can find this code in my GitHub account, okay? Go to modjs.org. That is the original production component library. It's actually already up in npm. You can actually import install modjs, npm install modjs, and then import all these components and use it in a real projects, okay? But for now, I really want to get all these components done so that we can move on to actually building real sites that real people are using, or the real customers are using. That's my goal here. But for this testing this snackbar, so render snackbar component with default props. Okay, so the default are snackbar visible is true, timeout is set the timeout so that the snackbar is visible. So let's run only this test case here. So I think I'll need to open up Cypress, because npm run test core component testing, open up Chrome, and we are testing for snackbar. So let's see, that's the default snackbar with variant field. Okay, so that's the default snackbar. Now let's move on to another test case and see if there's anything that I would like to explain to you. These are all checking for normal CSS, okay? So render snackbar component with custom props. So this is also setting visible to true, timeout to this big number, variance success. So let's also do it.only on this one, and then see the component. Okay, so it is checking for CSS, clip path, checking for CSS, and again this is checking for the before element. Okay, so that's the snackbar, that's the success snackbar. There's this dark background there, but because if in dark theme that snack bar will be dark, okay, but in light theme the snack bar will be light, and I think we can see this over here too. So let's go to, let's do that and then see if it is working nicely in dark theme. That is working nicely in dark theme. What about in light theme? That is again working nicely in light theme. In dark theme, that's a bit transparent. That is working, okay. So that's for the custom props. Let's remove that only there, because we do not want that there. What is the other test case? So we're in the field snack bar with notch. I think we just saw that. So we're in the success snack bar with notch. We just saw that. Okay, error snack bar, also seen that. Field snack bar, okay, so that is all very simple. Student success snack bar without notch. So these are all the test cases that needs to be written, because we have the variant and we have notched, and notched can be applied to variant, outlined, and filled, and not transparent. So we'll need to check that. So that one on top left, make sure you check all this. So it's render snack bar on top left whenever the user supplies the display position to be top left. So let's run this one. The snack bar should appear on the top left, okay, which it is doing right now, but let's check for other position here. Top left, and we want to make sure that the CSS of left 12 pixels is actually indeed being applied, okay. So let's look at top right too, and then see if the snack bar is actually displayed to the right. It is displayed to the right, okay, that looks good. And again, for the position right, render out the component and then check for the CSS, okay. We are basically checking for CSS because these are all conditionally re-rendered. If it is hard-coded, we do not test for hard-coded things, okay, because we know those work. So render snack bar on bottom left, that's also work. that is already there. Okay, that looks good. For the bottom left, I think the CSS is bottom, and also the left property should be specified. Bottom right, let's do it.only. That is also working. Okay. One thing that we can see is, let's set the timeout to 1000 millisecond, that is 1 second, and see if the snack bar is actually snack bar actually times out at 1 second. Okay, so let's save that, and you know what, let's refresh that. You see that the snack bar is hidden after 1 second or 1000 milliseconds. Okay, so that is working good too. Visible is set to true. If I set visible to false, this visible will be supplied based on condition. Okay, so I will explain that to you in just a bit. But what happens if I set visible to false? This is going to give an error because that snack bar does not even exist in the DOM. Okay, so let's set that to true. Usually this visible will be set. So if I go to my this newsletter subscribe form, as soon as I click on that, the visibility will be set to true depending on what the response from the backend is. Okay, so because I'm integrating this contact form or this newsletter form, I'm using whenever you submit this form, I do not have it deployed yet, but what it will happen is all this data will hit an API endpoint in Amazon Gateway that will call an AWS Lambda function. That Lambda function will post this form data to DynamoDB, and also I will get a notification through SNS, that is simple notification service, saying that I received a new person on my newsletter, or I received a new contact in the contact form, and then I process or I do what I want to do after that. Okay, so that's what the contact form does. And for this visible, again, this can be supplied by the user depending on whether something was a success, whether something was error or not, and that is from the backend. Okay, so this is, we will do this when we are working on the documentation side. Okay, but this is my personal portfolio side that I'm still working on, which I hope to get done soon here. But that's that for the props. I am not going to explain this. This is, we did this too many times, but it seems like there is a little things different here. Well, no, we did this, all this. Okay, make sure you check for all this. Check for these global ones, that is data test styles, data test. Check for with system props, that is margin and padding, and also check for all these attributes here, okay, of the Snackbar component itself. Okay, so this visible, timeout, variant, notched, those are particular to the Snackbar component. Global and customer styles, we did this enough times. Snack bar interactions and behavior, it should hide this snack bar based on timeout. So this should, let's test this. It.only, I think I have two only there. See, this is what happens when you use this only. Always be careful that you are not using only there. Okay, let's close that, or let's remove that. That is good. So hide the snack bar based on timeout. Current timeout is 2, that's in milliseconds, so it is not going to even, well, it displayed it quick, but we checked for this before. Set it to 1000. The snack bar is timed out after 1 second. Okay, and so hide the snack bar when visible is set to false. That is, looks good. I think all the test cases here, when visible is set to true, that works out pretty good. Okay, so let's fix this, or let's use one of these dark theme here, because I still want that imported, but I want that ESLint warning to be gone. So that's for the snack bar spec. For the snack bar header, really simple. I'm just going to copy and paste this for this one, for a snack bar header spec snack. I do not have that file there. So let's snack bar header dot spec dot tsx. Let's save that. And so for the snack bar header and snack bar content, just re-enter the component to see if it works. Okay, test if it exists, and everything is the same. So props, we did this all the time before. Global and custom props is the same. So let's save that. Let's close that. Snack bar let me make sure that I do not have only there. I still have one. That is, let's remove this. Okay, and I'm going to close this file too. And then for Snackbar is good. Snackbar header, this is good. Let's write a test for the Snackbar content also. Okay, Snackbar content.spec.tsx. For this one, exactly similar to the Snackbar header component. So I'm not going to explain this any further. I'm just going to copy and paste this so that I can push it to GitHub so that you guys can find it here. Okay. So mod.js -YouTube. That looks good. So I think that I did not mean to open that. So let's go and check the Snackbar. Everything is not working here because I think I changed the theme, right? So let me go and make that correction there, because I do not want that failing. Because what happens is, see, like now it's not a big deal. You see that with Cypress, if the first test case fail, it is going to fail the test case and it is going to run all the other tests. So in production, because this component testing and end-to-end test, this is component testing that we're doing, it takes such a long time to run because for all these components, okay, the Cypress has to run all the tests for each of these components. And if I just go to Snackbar, that is going to take some time to complete it. Okay, but in production, we want to automate everything and deploying, running the component test first or the end-to-end test, because end-to-end test can take even longer. They can take 8 hours, 10 hours, depending on how many tests you write. But component testing and end-to-end test takes a long time. Okay, so we need to be patient. But once we do component and end-to-end test, we have that reassurance. Okay, saying that everything is working perfectly as it should. So let me get rid of this dark theme here because that's what's causing that issue in the first test case. I'm going to mod light theme. Okay, so I think I need to change that in the other one. No, that looks good. Yeah, interactions, well, yeah, everything looks good here. It is working. All the test cases are running well. Let's check for Snackbar content too. That is also working. Okay, and let's check for Snackbar header too. That is also working. And see, in a real world, you not want all this padding, but if the user maybe for their use case they want to do something magical like this, then they can do that. Okay, but this is just for testing purpose. You see all this padding there, but it is working out good. Let me do one more thing because I still want this dark theme there, and I do not you know what, I can just get rid of this because I know it works. I don't need it there. But I think that's it for the Snackbar component. In the next video, we will start building some other components too. So I will see you in the next one. And if you don't mind, I've been looking at my YouTube analytics and I have seen that a lot of people that are watching they watch the video, but they have not subscribed to my channel. Please would you mind hitting that subscribe button? It really makes me motivated to make more videos like this, and I will also do videos on other things that I have experience and knowledge about. So please go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. Okay, but that's it for this video. I will see you in the next one. Ciao.